Man, this brings back so many memories. So many memories. One of my favorite games of all time, and one I played a ton growing up. I know you can play with Sonic and Tails, but Sonic kind of night. The introduction to the spin dash. This honestly makes me feel old a little bit. Big Sonic fan. This is the Origins version, so you can actually use. Whoops. You can use them and the other ones. Them is in Tails and Sonic 1, and Knuckles in Sonic 1 too, I believe. But you are 100% right. Because Knuckles wasn't introduced until Sonic 3. I remember I used to have a notebook for where the rings were for the special stages, like what direction to go. The things you used to do as a kid playing video games. Anything you could do to help. Can't remember if it's the 4th emerald or the 5th emerald. It's easier to get with Tails, kind of, because Tails will help you get some. He'll help you get some of the rings, but also you have to make sure you time your jumps right so he doesn't lose any. Definitely don't want Tails in the front. Missing too many rings, trying to be cautious. And the... Ooh. I think it's the next armor where we have the loop of the bomb. But also something different in this version versus the regular. If you jump, the camera didn't shift like it does in the anniversary mode. So it looks a little bit different. Plays the same, but the camera like pans back a little. I don't think it matters because it's not another. Well, technically I can backtrack, but I think we're good with this. Alright. Don't have enough rings. There we go. That's what I was looking for right there, but I messed up. Oh, threw that up, so that's what it is. So think I used to speedrun this game. This is actually the first game that I've ever speedran. What's up, dude? There we go. Get my 50 rings, then hop in. Then we get emerald number 3. Hopefully I can walk out of Emerald Hill with 4. Because the way the camera is right there, it didn't do that in the original Sonic 2. Alright, shift to the right. Left. And this should be the first section that has a ring. There it is. I think I'm gonna miss it here. Oh, that'll be good. Don't need to jump over that, but just to be safe. Well, 3. I mean, there'll be a post at the very end of the time. Very end of the act. Well, technically zone, as it's the last act. Just gotta hold on to my rings now. And this will make sure that I do. I think the corkscrews are so cool. Oh. A little delayed reaction on my part. Not too bad. I did not get that nap before stream, but I'll be fine. I finished up my Christmas shopping the best I could. Missed too many rings there, but it's okay. I should be good. I think I need 180 for this. 50. But you know, there's not a lot of rings. Oh man, if I would have missed. Oh! Still almost screwed that up. Rusty. I think one of the cool things as a kid was figuring out that if you plugged up a second controller, the second person controlled Tails. I don't know how I figured that out. Alright, time for some great boss music. How are you doing, David? Banger music. Maybe one of these days I'll get back to speedrunning this game. I did, yeah. Chemical! People, I don't know, classic Sonic fans love the stage. But I feel like a lot of people in general hate Chemical Plant. They feel like it's overdone in remakes of Sonic, or remasters of Sonic. Like, how many versions of this do we need? More. Is the correct answer. One of my favorite stages in all of Sonic. 2 and 3D. At worst, probably top 3 zones for me. I'd have to think about what's number 1, but I know it ranks extremely high for me. Flying Battery would probably be number 1. I feel like this would be number 2. And the end of the act. I have not now. Alright, time for the big dip. Go to the left for my bonus. This is very good. Very, very good. Really great music. Alright, attempt Emerald 5. I think this is the one I usually get stuck on. Mm. Oh, it's the section with the loops. It might be the next emerald. No, it's this one. Because that always gets me. I usually don't get enough the first or second time through. It's this one because it's more of a loop. I should be good though. Alright. That usually is the emerald that I fail first time. I got 5 of the 7. I'm not a huge cologne guy. I have some. I wouldn't be able to tell you what I have because I don't use it very often. I'm a plebe, so I use body spray a lot at work. Well, and eh. Whoa, I've never did that before. What the heck just happened? I shot up. What the heck? I've never had that happen before. Let me try the emerald first. Sick. Can I have supersonic by the time I get out of aquatic? That's the question. The answer is probably going to be no. But weirder things have happened. Ah. Just enough. Alright. 210. Ow, that sucks. That might be enough to cost me. What's up, famous? Yep. No, we survived. Heck yeah, let's go. Tell you this The special stages for Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 are so good. They could make a Blue Spears game right now and I'd buy it. $60. Alright, let's see if I can make this relatively easy. I use body spray. I don't use, if I use cologne, it'd probably be if I was going out on a date. It's been a while since I've gone out on one. Probably, what, beginning of the yearish? Aquatic Ruin. Eat your heart out, Mario. This is how you do a water stage. You don't have to go down. You can just stay up top. The best kind of water stage. Minus Hydro. The Hydro City is obviously really good. And then we're going to jump over so I can grab my 50 coins. Alright. Last emerald if we can get it. First try. 7 for 7. We doing it? I'd say that turned out really well there. 132. We need a lot of rings here. Ah! Shoot. Well, missed out on a lot of rings. Almost hit the thing now. This is such a cool one. It's just random rings randomly everywhere. No rhyme or reason where they are, just there. And there goes your last emerald, Supersonic, unlocked. This is the first time I've actually gone through and got all the emeralds on the first 7 tries. Know what that means. You guys know what that means? And the rings wear out or go out as you heat up time. Won't matter, we're done with this act though. 50 rings to activate. Speedrunning purposes, there is one that does not involve Supersonic, a category. And as you can imagine, Supersonic actually makes a pretty big difference. I screwed up. Now we gotta go down. Please. Ooh, almost screwed that up. And screwed that up. Alright, I'm not the only one that thought I was dying there, right? Apparently I can't do this part, right? Boy, oh boy. Supersonic can still get crushed. But I can jump high enough to hit him from down here. Can't do that with regular Sonic. Ideally, you want to be able to bounce on top of them. I was debating before I started this stream if I wanted to use Supersonic or not, but why not? Casino night. Cologne does smell good. I do tend to notice. I can specifically name one, but I can definitely notice when something smells good. The music in this game is so good. So good. It's been our luck. Really love the invincibility music in this game too. Pretty much I just love everything about this game. The one complaint a lot of people have is that Metropolis Zone is 3-act. I feel like it's universally the most unlike level in this game. And then they don't like that it's followed by Sky Chase, which is basically a auto-scroller. Neither bothers me. Merry Christmas to you too, Lexi. Also, Merry Christmas to David. Famous has to wait. For pretty much Merry Christmas to everybody in stream but Famous right now. So he still has to wait another couple hours. my Christmas, but I do have a Christmas present to Famous. That's another fantasy football championship when he beats me. Yeah, I saw the score. How did the game go? Alright, I'll try to not use Supersonic. I'll take a break from Supersonic. But if I were to speedrun this game, I'd have to get used to actually playing normally. Not like I could even use him on the boss anyway. There are no coins in that bag. And then Duvid had a game where he get like 5 points. I was like, what the heck? That's a full boss fight.
That is hammered into left. That ball is absolutely murdered. Crushed by Pujols. And that makes it 11-6 here in the 6th.
Hilltop. Ooh, Pokemon. Nice, nice. Yeah, I'm a big Sonic 2 fan. Tonight is retro night. Growing up, I used to play retro games every Christmas Eve. Yeah, same to you. Same to you. Same to your viewers. Sorry. Welcome in, Raiders. We're playing Sonic 2, and then Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And if I'm up late enough, I'll switch to Octopath. I know that's not retro. Retro style graphics are going with that. TikTok. Growing up, every year I'd play retro games. The Wii was the funnest because I felt like for the Wii, you know, just had the virtual console just sitting there, so all kinds of games to choose from, but only having one system hooked up. Beautiful. Might as well grab that up there. Aha, I beat it. What was it back then? You had, I'm trying to remember the virtual game console. You had, or the, yeah, virtual game. Yeah. NES, Genesis, Super Nintendo, TurboGrafx, like up to Nintendo 64 if I remember right. I may have to be corrected on that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was Nintendo 64. There are a ton of games on it. I wish I, solely for how many games I bought, I wish I had kept my Wii. I had a ton of games on there. Like, I just imagine giving that to, like, for me to have, sure. But I just imagine giving it to my nephew, who's a big gamer. Imagine how many games he would have had access to. That would have been pretty cool for him, you know, when he was younger. Maybe not right now. but when he was younger, I think he really would have appreciated that. This is why I hate trading stuff in. The boss is hard, but it's not exactly my favorite. Alright. Shoddy boss fighting on my part, that's what you have rings for. That was pretty sus. Alright, in terms of favorite stages, this is one of those universally seen as a top 10 zone in Sonic and music. Also, some people don't know, Hidden Palace, I forget where exactly it is, but Hidden Palace can be accessed in this zone. I just don't remember where. Man, I hate fork downs on this game. Because I feel like you're stuck in a weird place because offense is so much easier. You're more inclined to go for it on fourth down than you may in most situations because you're more likely to get it. I remember when I played Duvid, he ran a fourth down to start the fourth quarter, and I was bummed out because I knew the odds of him converting were extremely high because it's still like 4th and 7, I think. And I was like, man, if I would have been able to call a timeout in the third quarter, I would have done it. He may have still went for it, but I feel like the risk would have been worth calling a timeout. And I don't think it had native GameCube support, if I remember right, Famous. I've been thinking about it. I don't think it did. Smart, but unexpected. I feel like a lot of people wouldn't go for it in that situation because they would be scared of not converting and then you going for it for 2 and winning by 1. But again, it goes back to offense being the dominant side of the ball. Because you know things are more in your favor going, leaning towards offense, you'd be a little more inclined to go for it, be a little more aggressive because you can't help it. I wouldn't call myself conservative by any means, but I know there's situations that I wouldn't go for it in general, but on the video game, I would because of the way the game is. I don't know if anyone remembers growing up NFL 2K1 and 2K2 are like that. 2K1 felt more offensive based. Wait, 2K2 felt more defensive based, so my play calling was different in 2K2. It felt like it felt like when I want to say Ray Lewis was on the cover that year. People dropped the ball more when they got hit. But 2K1, it felt more like there was a flow to offense, and because of that, it's like, all right, I'll be a little more conservative in 2K2 because I don't want field position or something like bad to happen because of my offense. I don't want to, put them in a bad spot because it's harder to move the ball in 2K2, so I'd be more conservative. Whereas in 2K1, like, it's a little more geared towards offense. I'd be more willing to go for it in this situation. There's a lot of people that don't like this zone. Couldn't take me this long to beat the game either, which is kind of nice. And those enemies are annoying with the Seahorse. Really game. Like, all I need to do is get up there. Alright, they should be coming back soon, right? I don't want to go all the way down, but apparently I'm going to. So I just embrace it. Trying to stay up there so I can get out of this act. Hopefully so, get a nice finish and, make a bowl game and make your way into the next season. Alright, at most probably got like 15 minutes left in this game. It just depends on how long it takes me to get through Metropolis. While people may not like this stage, I do like the music for it. Thought I jumped low enough. Yeah, USF had a big win. Big one against Mr. Jokers. I remember this as a kid just exploring stuff. Aha. Aha, you jerk. Alright, getting close to the end here. Will not need that. Annoying ball. Sonic, get out of there. I'm like, I'm gonna die. Like, can't get out. Imagine botching that. Only me. Alright, Metropolis. Good music here. Not a fan favorite. I don't mind it. I don't like some of the enemy placement, I'll admit, but as a fan, I still like the music. But I do feel that Flying Battery is a better version of this. Hey, look at that sabotage right there. It looks really cool, though. That's annoying. Alright, go across. Go up. Again, enemy placement. Sucks. Again, enemy placement. Thus. Ridiculous. Overrotted. Act 1. And people hate that so much. It feels like right when you wouldn't want an enemy there, there is one. Actually. Getting close to the end though, so this is the second act. 3 acts in this zone. Wing or Sky Chase is 1. Wing Fortress is 2. And then Death Egg. One of my biggest annoyances as a kid, my struggle to beat Death Egg. Haha. Well, that was convenient. Landed right on it. Up we go. I need a ring. One ring, thank you. Like, I don't care where it comes from, just don't let me die here. That should be the end of the act. On to Act 3. Wing Fortress will probably be a death. I won't die in Sky Chase. Sky Chase will be fast. I'll control it. That made me nervous. Like, should I stop? I wonder if my niece and nephew are still up. My nephew got a computer, so he got his first computer. So they open parents, or my sisters, they open their presents at home, so, because they normally open their stuff Christmas Eve, so he got that, and my niece got a Barbie dollhouse, and she was all thrilled about that. Pretty cool. I got to spend a nice chunk of time with them today. Not as much as I thought I would, but still a decent amount. Played Mario Kart for the first time in a while. Did knockout tour with my nephew and actually won, so I was proud of myself. None dead. Go. Get it together, Sam. Don't want to do that. I don't want to die. I just realized what that was. Gotta get up here. Alright. The end draws near. This boss used to give me some trouble as a kid. Now I just kind of damage boost it, but as a kid it definitely gave me some trouble. Adult me is whatever. Like we're smarter than this now. But as a kid, man, it was a struggle for me. Alright, last rush. I struggle with this so much, I couldn't get the timing right. You see, some things never change. Hilarious. Because growing up, I needed help with that boss. I always struggled with it. I'd have to have someone play as Tails. The only reason I wanted someone to play as Tails, just come help me with this boss for 2 minutes, and then after that I was fine. Alright, Sky Chase. I just thought this stage was cool as a kid because you get to basically ride on the tornado, and then you couldn't fall. And still die here. Some weird things can happen with getting squished, too. Ow. And then going down. Got to watch. I think that's so cool, showing you what's to come. And off we go. Good music here too. brings back so many memories, man. I played this game so much as a kid. Ow. Also, ow. There'll be no extra life here today. Especially not if I refuse to hit the jump button. I'm pretty good, Montez. How are you doing? Alright, it's time. I said Wing Fortress was 2, Wing Fortress is 1. Oh, the end of the game is pretty close. I probably will struggle though with Death Egg. I normally do. Hello, Robo. Or Robotnik. So weird seeing him called Eggman all the time now because growing up it was Dr. Robotnik. Also don't know how Sonic's breathing out here, but, you know, whatever. You know? The things you thought were cool as a kid, but then you really sit there and think about it. I mean, I guess given the fact that he has a shield, you could get away with it. But if he didn't have a shield, you're like, wait, how is he breathing in space? This was so cool as a kid, though. Alright, Death Egg time. Five, 6, 7, 8. And you know that he should not be able to run away from Sonic, but boss time. tedious fight. If you time it right, you can hit him there, but if you hit the hands, you take damage. This killed me as a kid because I'd always try to get greedy. I haven't did a speed run in a while, so when I say a while, I mean like a couple of years. So 7, 8, and we'll need more than 8. Was it 12? Same pattern, then it'll go back. The thing about this is you get no rings at all. Well, as a kid, I struggled with this boss so much. So much. They knew Sonic would survive. You know, heroes always win. Don't know where he got the ring from to go supersonic, but whatever. We're just gonna go with it, okay? But it's fitting, that lets you know this is the canning ending of the game, based on what's about to happen next.